starts are on green, correct? Sorry, I'm not up to date with the rule book.
Whoa! Hang
Opening
on, give me
start
just
is
a
on
second,
green,
guys. I'm gonna get
restart
that
is on
muted real
orange.
quick, so that way we don't have to hear that the whole race.
Alright then. Your extra sets of tires, one fast spare, one green white checkered if necessary.
Alright, sorry about the delayed start, but welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for, yet again, more IndyCar racing in the VSRL Sim Racing League. On pole, we do have the 99 of Matt Dyer, and to his outside, the 22 of Hans Walter. Starting third, 31 of Ryan Depew, and with his outside, we have Roger in the 7. Starting fifth, the 51 of Morgan Cook. Starting sixth, the outside him was Reed Jackson. 77, Lee Gadman. 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. Starting eighth, Shane Bliss. Ninth, Ian Wilson. And starting 10th, the 138 of Joey Vilmarati. Pace car is off. We're going to wait for the green flag. It is out, and we are racing in the Sin City 175. Looks like the 99 is going to dive down to the bottom, hug that white line. You're going to see a lot of that tonight. Everybody's going to be really fighting for the bottom here. And tonight for the race, you won't see any cars go below that white line, as they have deemed that to be out of bounds for the sake of sanity tonight. If you do see cars kind of duck below that white line, you will see them going toward pit road, as that's where they'll enter, is down the back stretch in the middle of 3 and 4. And we are one lap complete with 99 still leading. We're going to see a lot of this tonight. Good side-by-side there with the 22 and the 31 of Ryan Depew and the 22 of Hans Walter, as they're dueling it out for second place. As we go a little bit further back in the field, looks like the 138 has already made some moves. He went from 10th to 7th already in just 2 laps. Coming to lap 4, he's going to be dueling with the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger in that beautiful white VSRL machine. Looks like he'll let him have that position. He's going to duck in line. Like I said, look up front. You see those leaders. They're pretty singled out there. Still a quick ride on board with the 22. See this preferred racing line. Right on that white line, just following in line. So just like normal, whenever I'm talking about how you wash up, this track is completely opposite of that. You can actually ride in line, but setting up passes is very difficult. And it looks like he's actually, the 22 of Ryan Walters, actually going to be able to, or Hans Walters actually going to get it done here. He's going to look like he's going to go for first, and he'll just dive back in line. That was a pretty good pass. Coming to 7. 99's led every single lap and pole. Oh, we got one in the grass. Looks like the 138. And it's killed. He's got the tow. And somehow we stayed green. Surprising to me. Let's go back and watch that as they're still racing green on lap 8 of 117 here around Las Vegas. Looks like he just lost it. Up below that white line, it'll happen to you. Cup cars, you can go down there and try to make some passes, but in these, you're going to get loose. Oh, he actually collected another car. The 47 of William Brennan. go. We're back live. Looks like the 99 is still leading. And the 22 of Hans is looking like he is going to try to make more passes here as the race goes on. Oh, that was bold. He went below. He had to check back up because of the rules implemented tonight. You know, let the 99 keep that position. A lot of single file. And for passing tonight, it looks like you are going to have some help. See him fan out more and more. I do believe the 47 and the 138 are back on track. And tonight, I do believe the points leader did miss the start of this race, so he would not get the points of this. But he has had a great season thus far. So he's actually not going to lose the lead, even without a start. And you know what? The 77, being patient, has actually made his way up to third. And he started 7th. So, a gain of 4 positions through 14 laps of this sprint to the finish at Las Vegas. '22's really been going from the bottom up to the top to get that clean air to try to set up passes, but he's going to need some more help a little bit further behind to set up this pass. Just like that, the top 12 are only separated by 2 seconds, but they are in a single line. Riding right here, you'll see the 31 of Ryan Depew in 5th. Oh, there's a yellow flag out. And it may have been the 138, at least I see. Yep, and just like what I said earlier, he just went down below that apron a little bit, and it spins you out. Right in front of the leaders, that can be a little cringy if you're, well, actually looks like the 22 took the lead there at the time of the caution. So let's go on board, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So, in the Cup Series or anything that is stock car racing, you can go below that line right there, but if you do an Indy car, you're going to spin out. And he just put those lefts too low. He actually did a really good job about spinning off the track to the lower part to get out of the way of the leaders. But he actually looks like he called it a night. Here they come to pit road. You'll see them all coming down pit road here, and this should be 4 tires and fuel. And I only see 1 car stayed out. It's going to be the 12 of Taylor Woods. See if the 22 and the 99 who comes off first. Really fast pit stop for the 7. It looks like he's actually going to take the lead. And it does look like the 7 of Roger Saucer will be the leader after we come to caution. Just 16 laps into the race. Well, actually, he won't be the leader, because like I said earlier, the 12 of Taylor Woods actually stayed out. So he's going to stay on a different strat. But this should give the 7 the benefit on this set of tires, as they will go back racing in a single file fashion. Oh, maybe the 12 is going to come down now? Alright, yeah, so the 7 will be the leader after he finishes his service. And as we pace, we're going to take a break. And welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're waiting for the leader to launch.
Green flag.
The 7 actually waited for the green flag, and we're back racing on lap 20 of 117 in the Sin City 175. 7's going to dive back down to the bottom, and the 99's going to go to the outside, see if he can pass. He's got help with the 22 pushing him along. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead down the back. Someone's got to give. Looks like they're 2 wide. They're still 3 wide. 22's going to duck back behind the 99 and push him back forward, and they're going to take the lead from the 7 of Roger. And now they're racing side by side for the lead. Let's do a ride along here with the 22 as he tries to pass the leader of the 99, being Matt Dyer. Goes up to the wall. He's going to dive back down. Woo! Looks like I got a little low there, just like we saw with the 138 early in the race. Had to correct it back up toward the wall, and he'll just fall back in line. Try to make a big run here down the back. 99 still hanging out down by that white line. Hans is going to sit to his outside. Can he make the pass? I don't think so. Looks like the 99 will lead lap 22. And while this is happening, in the front 2, the 77 sitting in 3rd is just watching and waiting for his opportunity to pounce. And everybody ducks back in line. See, the 7 looks like he's lost 4 positions. He's now in 5th, with the 31 of Ryan Depew following close behind him. Oh, we got one spinning. Looks like the 12 of Taylor Woods. He's definitely got wheel damage. He'll be driving slowly around the bottom as he's only on the back stretch. Oh, he spun out again. This one might bring out a caution right in front of the leaders.
Yellow flag is out.
And the yellow is out. And they all fan around. So we watched most of that unfold, the reason for the caution. But let's go back and see exactly what happened. You saw most of it right here as we went on board. I think he just washed. Oh, it looks like he may have got clipped a little bit. And we did have, when I sat into the meeting today, we were told that netcode will be a problem. As you saw, his right front was gone. And it glitched back. So I think that's part of that netcode problem we're going to see a little bit tonight. And you'll see that these 1.5 miles more than you see at most other tracks. It's just an iRacing thing. And I do believe the 12 did make his way back around. And we are pacing yet again under caution at lap 27 of 117 in Sin City. And it looks to me like we're actually going to have 2 cars come down pit road for service. It's going to be the 99 and the 7, being Matt Dyer and Roger. Man, I keep butchering your last name. I wish you could tell me how to say it, but Saucier? Sorry if I butchered it. You see the 99 will be first off, so he'll keep on this set of tires. He will be first off, so he should come out sitting. They should come out 10 and 11 respectfully. And they'll be on the freshest tires in the whole field, as everyone else in the field that stayed out will be. Looks like 11 lap run, but I don't know. I think when they went back green, they might only have about 8 laps maybe on the set of tires. So I don't see this being a huge advantage for the 99 and the 7 when they roll back around. So since they pitted, your leader will be the 22 of Hans Walter, followed closely by the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger and the 23 of Keith Hartley. So, since we're pacing, we're going to take another break. welcome back to Las Vegas Speedway. This being the Sin City 175 in the VSRL Racing League. We just got the 1 to green in the middle of 3 and 4. And with the previous caution, we saw the leader, the 99 of Matt Dyer, came to pit road, leaving the 22 of Hans Walter and the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger out front to control this field. Looks like the 22 is going to get a good launch here. And he is gone. But these Indy cars, the 77 and the 23 of Keith, should be able to reel him back in. Looks like Hans is going to stay a little bit higher. You'll see a lot of people. Oh, that's a good move by the 99. He's actually going to go around the outside of the 58 and the 5 of Reed Jackson. And the 7 following close behind. So maybe I'm stand corrected. Maybe fresh tires are the move. Because they just picked up, I think, 3 positions each in 1 lap. But while this is happening behind them, they are now almost 5 seconds behind the leaders as they are getting up and checking out. It looks like the 5 got a little loose there from the bottom and went and touched the wall a little bit. Pretty good save by the 5 of Reed Jackson. And we're going to stay green. Lap 33 of 117 in Sin City. So like I said, while all this is happening, they're in the middle of the back. Coming out of 4 and through the start-finish line to lead lap 33 is the 22 of Hans Walter. And it looks like the 77 and the 23 did a little flip-flop. So now the 23 is in second, and Garrett Helmlinger in the 77 is in third. And just as I say that, they flip-flop again. I think we'll see a lot of that tonight. That's a really good scheme. I like the scheme the 23 is running. Looks like a little bit of a throwback Miller Lite car. Kind of reminds me of Brad vibes. Keith Hartley will flip with Garrett again, and he'll be running second as they continue to run that bottom line. And in this race, with them more divided like this, we might actually have a chance to see some green flag pit stops. I'm speaking early, but the leaders are already 19 laps in, and the 9 and 7 are only 9. So they have 10 lap fresher tires. They should start to balance out here shortly, though. And Matt Dyer is still 4 seconds back, so he has made up a little bit of room. But just not close enough to catch that front 5-car pack that are leading the field around Las Vegas. You see the 77 searching for cleaner air up higher on the track, maybe to save tires, I don't know. Ryan Depue's right behind him in the 31 and 4th, doing his normal strategy of running it clean and being patient and let the race come to him. And right behind him, just like we saw last week, we spent a lot of time covering the 51 of Morgan Cook. He is also being patient and waiting, as he is just under a second behind the leaders as they are still battling it out. On lap 39. And the 77 makes a big, bold move to the bottom to pass the 23 of Keith Hartley for second. Can he do a twofer? I think he'll stall it here on the outside of the 22 as he's the preferred line, hovering around that white line, which is, like I said earlier in the race, we're going to call it the out-of-bounds line for this race on the back straight, because they don't want you making any too bold of a move and costing any good quality racing coverage for me. 23 got a little low there. I saw him put those whites slightly, or put his his Firestones just below the white line back there. I think he had a good save and kept it up. Let's actually go on board with the 77 as he's been making some bold moves and see what he does here. He's going to go down to the bottom. You hear him shift up and back down. He's going to show him 5th gear. And he's just going to ride the draft. Back up to 6th. Goes way up by the wall. I think this is to stall out a run here to set up for the next corner. He's in 5th, back to 6th. And you see he kept the lefts just above that white on that apron you can pass on the front. It's bold. He's going to push the 23 of Keith Hartley around. I think they're too high. It's actually going to hurt Garrett here. And they're going to dive back down and fall back in line. As we come to lap 43 of 117 here in Vegas. With all this racing up front, the top 5 are still covered in a blanket. And about 4.5 seconds behind is the 99. So we'll go back here and cover this pack. I'm just wondering if all these guys maybe trying to make passes is hurting them and they're losing ground. I don't know about you, but man, I do love me some IndyCar action. Looks like he's actually going to try to push it too wide, the 7 is, and the 99's going to dive back in there and take it back. So he should be the leader if we stay green, that they will pit before these guys have to pit. And I don't think it's for tires. It'll be for fuel. These tires should be able to hold. Now, one common thing between the whole field is they are using a shared setup given to the league. So they are all using the same setup, just like if you would use iRacing's setup. But the setup they have here is allowed it for better passing, less wash. As we've seen, just like last week, the amount of wash you saw coming out of corners once you got behind some dirty air. Excuse me. As we go back up to the front, coming to lap 47. 22 of Hans Walter is still leading Keith Hartley and Garrett Helmlinger by about 2/10. And like I said, Ryan Depew, the paint scheme making machine, is still sitting 4th, just watching these guys duel it out and just running his own race. Now, just like last week, if you ever want to make a custom paint scheme, hit up the 31 of Ryan Depew. He loves making them. He loves to post it to the Race League's Discord. And what a beautiful scheme he's got again tonight. And let's actually give everybody some TV time, since we're just rolling under green flags. We'll start with the 22 of Hans Walter in a beautiful Verizon scheme. Still running his race, controlling the field. He actually got a really big lead there. Looks like the 77 and the 23 are out dueling each other. Sitting in 2nd in that beautiful, like I had mentioned earlier, that Miller Lite car. I like that light blue he's got going. Keith Hartley making some moves. 77. Garrett Helmlinger. Oh, it looks like the 22 is actually going to spin. He locks it up, and he's going to bring out a caution. I don't know what happened. Pace truck's going around him. He should be able to pass him. And we're under caution on lap 51 of 177. Or 117 laps. My bad. At Las Vegas. Let's actually see. I think he just lost it. Oh. Why have we had literally the 3rd caution for the same reason? This is our 4th caution, I believe. No, this is our 3rd caution, actually. And I believe this is the third incident, is what I meant to say, where these guys are just going right there at the bottom. We'll go on board and I'll show you what I mean. If I can get the right camera going. Let's do left front suspension. And you'll see him come down and watch that left Firestone go below that line. And there it is. See, the wheel's already turned. He knows he's gone. You just can't go down there in these. That's the third guy so far to do it. Here they are for pit service. 7 drives through his box. The 22 arrives to his box. The 77 will launch. And what a great pit stop by the 99 of Matt Dyer. Looks like he's going to pick up a handful of positions, but I do believe the 6 stayed out, so this should put him fourth place. And I do believe he was running around 7th when the caution came out. So, let's go back to what we were doing earlier. We saw the 22 and the 23. We were on the 77. Let's look at the 31 of Ryan Depew. That beautiful paint scheme he's got rolling there. The 99. Running his Bumble machine. Same one we saw last week. Come up just a little bit close from taking the double points race at Indy. As they pass the line to bring it to lap 54 of 117. Next we have the 51 of Morgan Cook, as we talked about last week. He could put down some solid races. Beautiful scheme he's got there. The 10 of Shane Bliss in the NTT Data Honda. A little bit of a blink there, but nothing that can't be solved later. Also the 5 of Reed Jackson. Looks like he's driving a Mercedes. Nice scheme. The 7, as we saw, the views. You see that popular in the IndyCar series. Very easy to see when you're at the track. The 12 had a little bit of camera time earlier for a spin he had. But yet again, another beautiful scheme. These guys bring beautiful schemes to the track, week in and week out. And then leading the race is the 6, who is 26 laps into his run. So he'll be coming to pits road under green. And in the Husky Honda. Very bright red. Very easy to see that car on track. And that's a little TV time for the paint schemes we have this week. We are 55 laps into 117 that we'll see here at Las Vegas. Decent turnout. Looks like we had 14 cars. I think we're going to have 12 active on track. And we have a delayed green. I don't know. Could be a bug on my end. No, the pace car's off, so we will be going back green here. The 6 is the leader with the 77 and the 31 following closely behind. The 6 can go whenever he wants. He doesn't. He waits till green and then launches. 77, a great run. He's going to take it to the bottom, and he should have the lead. Nice and easy. Ryan Depew's going to follow him in, and the 99 of Matt Dyer. Great run there by the 77. The race admin, race league admin, Garrett Helmlinger. Oh, big dive to the bottom by the 22. He spun out. He's on a mission. He wants to go back up front. Oh, we lost the 77. He definitely just spun. I'm sure he clipped the apron. He's rolling, and we're still green. 57 laps in of 117. 77 definitely wanted to see a caution there. He goes from first to worst in the matter of seconds. But I'm not a rapper. Still seeing the 6. Trying to hang on there, but he's going to have to come to pit road as he's 29 laps in on this. Back to the leaders we go. You'll see the 77. They'll pass him. He's going to have to come to pit road. He's got no nose. 31 of Ryan Depew is now leading this race. Like I said earlier, he just does his thing. He rides and makes it work. You'll see him hug that white. The 99 and the 22, we know they're both strong. We see them oftentimes duel it out for leads, and you've seen them both at the beginning of the race duel it out here at Las Vegas. 22's actually make the pass. Maybe the 99 let him go, as we are halfway to the finish. These cars are hauling it. These races always go by quick. The 22, man, we got some side-by-side racing action. The 22 is going to try to make a pass around the 31 on the outside. He's actually going to get credit for that lap lead. The 22 of Hans Walter is going to hang it in there. It's not going to work. The 31 of Ryan Depew is going to keep holding the bottom. And he should keep the lead and hug the bottom. And the 7, out of nowhere, has made his way to third. We almost lost the 99. The 99 stuck his lefts just below that white line. Almost lost it. What a great save. 77 is now back on track, 2 laps down. But we can make it work if there's any cautions. And the 5 has come to pit road as well. Man, they're fanned out everywhere. The 7's going to get behind the 31 and push him through the corner. 22, Hans is going to make his move. He's going to die. Maybe hang out. He'll go out to the wall, come back down. The 31 of Ryan Depew will yet again lead another lap around Las Vegas. You see the 10 in that beautiful white. NTT data number 10. He's going to try to make it work as he's sitting third right now, but he's way out by the wall. He's going to dive back down to the bottom. He should lose that position to the 7, but he's making moves. 51, Morgan Cook. You see him hanging out there in 5th, where he's been most of the night. He's just waiting for his opportunity. Ryan Depew's making moves, hanging out up front, controlling the race. Clean air is king in the IndyCar series, and you see it yet again tonight, even at 1.5 miles. Kind of phase out. And let's actually go on board with the 51. Oh, there's caution. There's got to be a caution. That was a terrible time to change cameras. Let's go back and see what happened here. Let's give it back a little bit more. Hit the pause button on this. We'll go gyro with the 7 and see what happened. We'll go full speed around Las Vegas. The 22 dives down the bottom. Oh, it looks like he actually went back to the bottom, clipped the apron, which has been the story of the night, and just lost it. Came back up. And then the 7 was just along for the ride. He had nowhere to go. Not his fault at all. Unfortunate, as we're with 52 laps to go. We're going to watch this in a little bit slower speed here, as that was crazy. The 22 of Hans Walter. You see him here. He comes back up, gets that clean air. Kind of psyched out the 7. 7's like, well, if you're going to give me the bottom, I'm going to take it. And the 22 dives it in there, and he just put too much wheel in it. Goes below the white line. Washes up track. Collects the 7, who then goes back up the track. Looks like the 51 also made contact. The 10 gets collected as well. Pretty good save by the 51 of Morgan Cook to keep it rolling. And the 22 is on his lid. Scary crash. And I feel like there might have been someone else. Oh, yeah, the nose piece was on track, and it looks like the 6 had to avoid and just goes right in the middle of it. Let's watch this back in full speed one last time. Big pile up there. And then the 6 doesn't break and cleans them out. The 22 definitely had to tow back to pit road. And I don't see many people pitting. The 31, Ryan Depew, is leading as we see our 4th yellow flag of the race at, this will be 14 laps of pacing. Not what you want to see in a league race. You'd rather have green flag runs, but this is all repercussions of good, solid racing. We have 50 laps to go at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to take another break. Stand by for some more VSRL IndyCar racing. And we are back green
Green,
at
green.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway with 48 laps to go. The leader being the 31 of Ryan Depew, followed by the 99 of Matt Dyer. We only have 7 cars on the lead lap, so it's going to be a battle of those 4 cars that are 2 laps down, because they are still fighting for position, as the best they can do right now, it looks like, is 8th. Ryan Depew gets a huge lead. The 77 is following him. He's going to use this, or the 77 will be a pick between the leader in second place. See Morgan Cook riding behind Garrett Helmlinger, who was 2 laps down at the time. He'll dive back down. Ooh, little pass there. You see the 7 trying to get back, or the 12 of Taylor Woods trying to get back involved. He's sitting P4. Oh, camera timed out. Sorry about that. As we also see the 23 in 5th. Keith Hartley making moves as well. He's going to dive down to the bottom underneath Taylor Woods. See if we can't take the ideal line around here. Looks like the 77 is letting people by, as the 31 of Ryan Depew continues to lead with 44, coming to 43 laps to go in Sin City. Ryan Depew would kill for some TV time. And with what he's doing right now, he can have as much as he wants. 31, Ryan Depew, followed by the 51 of Morgan Cook. Teammates from Orange Speed Racing. So now it just kind of comes down to strategy. Ryan Depew, 24 laps. He'll guarantee have to pit almost twice, but to keep the clean air and track position, he decided to stay out. 51's behind him, pushing that dirty air back to his rear wing, pushing him along. Big move by the 99 of Matt Dyer to get the outside of the 51 to try to make a pass here, and he can. He's going to clear himself in the middle of 3 and 4, and he'll be second coming to the line with 40 laps to go. Good solid racing. This is why we IndyCar race in the VSRL. Ryan Depew continues to lead, as now they're dueling for second. Make it 4 cars trying to get their way to the second place. Let's go back here and watch this. The 12, the 99, the 23, and the 51. 3 wide going into 3. 51 will prevail and keep second at the moment. What a move there, as he'll pick up an extra position. It looks like the 12 wants to get involved here. He's going to try to take 3rd from Matt, but he's going to fall back a little bit. And the 99 is going to make yet again another power move, try to make it on the outside like he did earlier. Can he keep it? He's going to lose it. 51 will keep it at the line. The 12 does take 4th from the 23 of Keith Hartley. Oh, what a power move. The 99 is going to take that big run at the bottom by the white and dip back up to the top to try to get some clean air to pass. And he's not going to do it. He's going to wash up here and finish just that close at the line. Less than 2/10 at the line. And the fastest on track is actually the 7 of Roger, who's 2 laps down at this moment, back in 9th place. But the leaders are basically running the same times. There's a complete difference of 1/10 of a second. As you see, the 99 makes a big pass on the outside around the 51 to take second. Let's see if he can take first. As the 31 is on lap 31 of his tires. Fuel's got to be blinking here pretty soon, as we have 34 laps to go. Big run. And you see the 51 out by the wall. Looks like he's going to let the 77 go below him at control. I wonder if he's going to utilize them as a way to pass. Because before the race, I heard, talking to a couple different drivers, they know that you have to have help to make these passes unless you make an outstanding run coming out of one of the corners. And Ryan Depew is just making the moves to keep this car out front. Oh, the 99 clips the apron. He's going to wash up the track. He might lose a couple positions here. Does the 51 pass him? I'm struggling with the cams. 51. There's a whole line of cars looking to go underneath them. Looks like the 99 is going to lose at least second. Oh, he's got some big wiggle. I wonder if he touched the wall and broke that toe. As he's way out wide, he's going to let everybody go by him. As they're 3 wide, in the middle of 3 and 4. Yeah, the 99 is going to lose several positions here. He's already in 4th when he was in 2nd alone. He may have broken the toe in that car. I don't know. Oh, big move there by the 23 to look like he's going to try to get around the outside of the 51 of Morgan Cook. Can he make it stick on the outside? I don't think so. Morgan Cook with that preferred line to the bottom. We are about to come to the line. We're going to be under 30 laps to go in Las Vegas. Let's get a little race update. We have had 4 cautions at 15 laps, and most of them have been for apron issues. As we talked about, I didn't. I just sat there and listened. But in the driver's meeting, that was the big talk, is to avoid the apron. You're going to kill it. You're going to kill it. And we've seen that in this race. A couple of them haven't even brought out cautions, but I think there's been 5-6 incidents that have involved the apron, with 4 of them being a caution. '23 still running in 3rd. My bad. And the 7 is trying to drive around the outside of the 51 to try to get at least 1 lap back, as Ryan Depew will have to pit, I think, very soon, unless I have a glitch in my relative. But it says he's coming to lap 40 on his stint. Everyone else is about 25. '51. There's your leader, the 31 of Ryan Depew, followed closely by the 77, who is 2 laps down in 8th place, which is the best you can do if you're a lapper. At this moment is 8th place. So it looks like Garrett might have that locked in as long as he beats the 7 and the 22. 22 is a strong car all night. And then he came up with that incident where he hit the apron, came back up track, and got collected. Looks like that's going to put an end to his night of possibly having a race win. In 2nd now, I didn't see what happened. The 51 is pitting. He's a lap down now. Did he tow? I didn't see him wreck. I was distracted. No, it is pit service in progress. Ron Depew still leading on 42 laps in his stint. The 12 now is way behind. He is 3 seconds behind the leader. So the 77 has really helped out Ryan Depew get way out front. So I don't think he's going to feel as bad that if he's to pit here pretty soon. Matt Dyer will take second from him, and they'll be cruising. You see they passed the 51 of Morgan Cook, who's 3 laps down. He may have had an incident where he broke the toe, and so he had to get some service done. You'll see the 23, who is in 4th, following these two of Taylor and Matt. And then right behind them is the 6, who I thought may have ruined his race with a questionable strategy earlier, but it's worked out well for him. And then you have the 58 of Ian Wilson sitting back here. He's made his way back to the lead lap. He was almost 3 laps down earlier and has made his way back, and he is sitting in 6th, just riding around waiting for his opportunity, maybe another caution, as we have 21 laps to go from Las Vegas. As we just went through your top 6 who are on the lead lap, 77 is the first one, 2 laps down. 22 is now the second one, 2 laps down. And the 7 is the third one, 2 laps down. So that'll be 7, 8, and 9. And then 3 laps down, we have the 10 and the 51. We saw just do service, maybe for something broke. I don't know. I can ask him after the race. And then you have the 5 of Reed, who looks like he will have locked up 12th, being 2 laps further behind everybody else. Let's go back to the leader, who is still driving away with 19 laps to go in Sin City. I am wondering if my system is broken, because it says 47 laps. I didn't know you can go this long on a tank. And with these tires, I've kind of figured the tires would be gone by now, but if you're out in clean air, you have grip. So there's the leader. I'm going to go to a blimp cam to show you all this. The leader here, driving into 4 now, in second place, is just now into 3, sitting 3 seconds behind Ryan Depew. And I think these guys might have to pit again. Well, maybe not. They might be able to make it. Oh, it looks like... Oh, the 99 goes around. We're going to have a caution. I think that was an avoidance crash there, and it just came back to bite them. Let's go back and see what happened here. You see him here. Give him the gyro cam. You see the car in front in white way up there. Washes up the track, hits the wall, and absolutely kills it. Breaks the toe. I'll kind of wonder if driving through that debris may have cut a tire. And it stalled him on track, and that's why you have a caution. And that's unfortunate, but let's go back and watch that one more time. You see, he gets below the apron, there it goes. You see the 10 is missing a tire. Definitely broke that right front off when he went up and hit the wall. I don't really know what happened there, but it looks like just lost it. The nose is gone, so he'll definitely be coming back for some service. And this is going to help out the leader of the 31 being Ryan Depew, who badly needed a caution for this strat to work for him. He will come down pit road. I think everyone else is going to stay out. So 77 should get his wave around back. He should get a couple laps back. Let's go back to the 31 and see him get service. Let me get the right camera here for you. Oh, he should easily come off first here. They're just now coming. The 23 behind him pulling off, and the looks like the 6, and Ryan Depew will leave in plenty of time. And I actually think the 12 is the only car to stay out. He has 37 laps into this tire, and I think that that might end any chance. But I've been corrected multiple times by these excellent IndyCar racers in this amazing league. I think that's their favorite thing to do, is just to prove me wrong. So I do believe the 31 should be second, right behind Taylor Woods, but I think there will be some lappers in his way, which might put a damper on this. We're going to let them cycle out. I am going to take a break, but I'm going to go non-stop action with the coverage here and let you see the leaderboard and see if it changes, and you'll know before I come back and tell you. Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Sin City 175. And we are back green as the 12 of Taylor Woods takes the lead on his 40-lap-old tires. The 31 is going to try to get below his teammate of Morgan Cook. He's going to let him go. It's perfect. So now Ryan Depew and the 23 of Keith Hartley can duel it out for the win in Las Vegas. Big block thrown there by the 12 to cover the bottom where the preferred line is. And it looks like the 23 is going to get a really good run here around the outside of the 31, Ryan Depew. Side by side, and Taylor Woods gets the nod with 11 laps to go. 12 pushing. 31's going to make it 3 wide. Can he make the pass? He's got to try to follow. Get back in line. He's going to go around the outside here. Dip back down. Push the 12. They're side by side, coming to the line. The 23 is going to get the nod here this lap around. We are 10 laps to go. As they're going to be 3 wide for the lead again. Who pushes? The 6 is going to get involved now. Ryan Depew dips back in line behind the 12. The 23 pushing around the outside. Ryan Depew looking for the line. He wants to make a run here. Continues to push the 12 around. The 22 is getting back involved. 2 laps down. Garrett Hemlinger come back up to push as well. The 22 makes a bold move to get his lap back, and he's going to lead the field. He is 2 laps back, 1 lap back now. And they're wrecking. Big wreck. And they're under caution for the 6th time tonight. Be honest with you, I didn't see what happened. Let's go back and see. You see here, the 12 is leading, 23 to his outside. You see the 22 dip back in front. He's clear. Nothing he did wrong there. Oh, I think the 12 just washed up track. He did. The 12 washed and collected the 23 and the 77, who's now on pit road. And this is going to give the lead back to the 31 of Ryan Depew. The paint scheme machine is back up front, leading in Sin City with, when he crosses here, 7 laps to go. I am still behind. Let's go next lap. Maybe the 99 is leading? No, the 31 is still leading, I think. I am actually confusion. The 31 is I've literally got no idea what is going on. I was a little British accent came on an accident there, but I don't know. We'll wait here. I guess we're gonna see what they're doing. I think the leaders are coming to a stop in the back. That's what happened. So they're waiting on the pace car to come back around because it looks like he got waved around and it's taking forever. So while they get all this sorted out, we're gonna take another break. And we are back with
Green flag.
4 laps to go. The leader being the 31 of Ryan Depew, followed closely by the 6 of Steve. Ryan Depew keeping that clean air. He's going to keep it out front. The 6 and the 12 following closely behind, trying to get a draft going, as he's going to be about 6/10 behind the 31. The 99 is going to make a big move around the outside of the 12, trying to get position as well. I don't think it's going to work. It's going to come down to the 6 and the 31. Ryan Depew defending the bottom. He's going to be right by that white line. The 6 going to try to stick it outside, get some clean air, get behind him. He doesn't. He'll just stay in line. And here comes the 99. Don't ever count him out of any race. 2 laps to go at Sin City. 99 way up by the wall. Here comes the 6. Ryan Depew continues to hold the bottom here. He's holding and holding and holding. He should have the line going into 3. Washes up just a little bit. The 6 goes back up to the top. It gives the 99 the preferred line. And with the white flag is out at Las Vegas, the 99 is going to go to the bottom, push the 31 around. 31 still has the bottom. Ryan Depew is trying to win in Las Vegas. They're down the back straightaway. He is right along that white line. Remember, he can't go below. Preferred line around. Here comes the 99 around the outside. Ryan Depew is defending the position. And he's going to win it! Ryan Depew wins the Sin City 175. What a big win for Orange Speed Racing. Ryan Depew, the paint scheme machine, has won in Las Vegas. Let's actually catch up with our race leader. If I can get this stuff closed out to make it easier on me. Ryan Depew.
What's up, Adam?
Man, you killed it.
Thanks. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so beginning of the race, I was covering and I was like, hey, just keep your eyes on the 31. He's going to do his thing. He's going to make it work at the end. He'll be there at the end. Put us through your entire race, sir.
So this was, I got to give a lot of credit to all of my teammates here. Orange Speed Sim Racing team is just a roar to be a part of. And Morgan and I put in a lot of practice, probably turned almost 200 laps each in a joint practice on Tuesday, trying out different strategies and just put in the time and had a fun time doing it. And then, of course, Reed Jackson, great teammate, Garrett Helmlinger, what a driver he is. So just on the radio with these guys makes my job a whole lot easier. So, yeah, I wanted to qualify really well. Focused a lot on how to maximize qualifying setup. So P3 is my best qualifying effort, and that was really key to be up front, stay out of the carnage. Yellow flags happened at good times for me. We got the luck we needed. And then it was just, hey, it's Vegas at an IndyCar. You hug the white line, you don't beat yourself, then you can't really get past.
Yeah, it came down to gambling. I was, we're in Sin City, so you got to gamble. There for a while, I was getting a little bit nervous for you. there whenever I was like, man, he might have to pit here in a little bit, and it's gonna be under green. He's gonna lose the race, and then luck had it. Caution came out, and he had a perfect opportunity to pit.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Luck is good.
Yeah. Hey man, I gave you tons of shout outs. I've given you now the nickname for while I do the broadcast is the paint scheme machine. This
Ah,
week
thanks.
this week you came out with some new schemes and you sent me the message and I didn't do it again, so I'm going to give you the opportunity yet again to discuss the schemes you made this week.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. So we were running the Matt Kenseth Welcome to the Hall of Fame, NASCAR Hall of Fame scheme here. He was my favorite NASCAR driver for a long time when he was in the DeWalt number 17. So this was a fun one for me. And then Reed Jackson running a 94 Penske. Um, yeah, 94 Penske scheme. And I'll be running that scheme with a black roll bar later in the season too. But just love sharing the history of racing, and we do that through the custom paint schemes. It's a lot of fun.
It is, and it's enjoyable for me. It gave me something to talk about there when we had long green flag runs. So I was giving everybody their paint scheme love that they deserve for putting the effort for putting these things together, especially you. I know you spent hours a week getting this stuff set up, so I had to definitely get you some TV time.
I appreciate it. Well, thanks for doing this, Adam. We appreciate you stepping in, doing the broadcasts. Good job as always, and thanks to Garrett putting the league together and keeping it going. Lots of enthusiasm. Just really fun to be a part of. A lot of talent out here. Good race. All the other drivers. That was a lot of fun tonight. Thanks, everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And that is your race winner, the 31 of Ryan Depew. And we're now going to meet up with your second place winner of Matt Dyer. Matt Dyer is Adam in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, you had a really up and down day. Finished second when it looks like you may have been out of it there for a little while. Put us through your entire evening.
Yeah, I was trying to work, the fuel strategy, trying to maybe make one less stop than everyone else if it stayed green. But with all the cautions, it didn't quite work out. But cycled to the back, and I ended up getting back up to the front. And then I'm not sure exactly what happened when I hit the outside wall. It just hit the apron. It just spun out.
Yeah, we saw that. I didn't know maybe if it was the debris you drove over, if they have that accurate on here yet, but you weren't on the apron like most people were. I saw that about 6 times tonight. The apron killed everybody. So, and you weren't on it, so I don't know if it just snapped loose or what. But yeah, we did see that. It was a little confusing to me as well. But
I saw the wrecked car on the inside, and I guess I must just had my weight jacker up too high, and I just clipped it, and it just spun around. But overall, pretty good day.
yeah, nothing to complain about. Second place, really good points. Do you want to give any shout outs to anybody out there?
I got a shout out the sponsor of my car, the Bumble, as well as the Thin Line Racing, as well as to Robert, who was in my ear the whole race too. So yeah, just and thank you for you for broadcasting as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, I gave you that shout out with that Bumble scheme. Yet again, 2 weeks in a row, I had to give you a shout out when I was going through the schemes. But great finish tonight. I don't have a third place finisher, so I guess we'll just bring the race admin up here, give him a shout. Congratulations again on second place and really good point tonight yet again.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Garrett, you're in the broadcast booth, buddy. There's no third place guy to give an interview to, so I'll bring the race admin up here to let him have the opportunity to give an overall how the night went.
Vegas is a hard track. It's a very hard track with these cars, just because it's similar to like, it's not really similar to anything. It's if you touch the white line,
Yeah.
your race is over. Oh, unless you pull what Matt Dyer did and have the save of a lifetime.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vegas is Vegas. It's a fun track. The original member of VSRL, I don't count myself because I made it. The original member was Ryan Depew.
Yeah.
And I am elated to see him crack through and finally get that first win. And I have a feeling that it's just going to open the floodgates to a whole lot more. He puts the time in. He does so much for this league that people don't realize, and he's honestly the driving force that kept the league going. So, that's all I got. I want to thank everybody who watched. Obviously, thank you for doing it.
Yep.
It was a banging show, but not the field size I wanted. But hey, not everybody can make every week. Still at 14.
Yeah, we had the
But
points leader not
damn,
here, right? He
yeah.
wasn't here.
And now Ryan is now second, and Brian stayed in the points lead, but he's only got 7 points going into Chicago next week, and I think next week is going to be absolute madness. I can wait for it because I'm not going to be good. So
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Vegas is much, well,
it was
nonsense.
tough.
We talk about it sometimes.
It was tough because as much as it felt like we were pack racing, it was very very dicey because the outside line, you couldn't push the outside line to make a run around the leader. It really honestly it felt like old school IndyCar where it was just a battle of the bottom, and it was fun, but it made for some sketchy racing and getting caught up there late. I was trying to, if I would have got another caution, might have gotten the lap back. I just ran out of talent leading, so
Yeah,
whatever.
we saw that. You were gone.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks in a row running out of talent. I gotta get my things. I gotta get my stuff together.
You got plenty of talent. It's just hidden sometimes, I guess. I don't know. It just doesn't want to show right now on these. Well, your strong suit, the ovals.
Yeah, it was great fun tonight, though, and I'm absolutely elated for Ryan.
Yeah, you gave him. I gave him a new nickname, the Paint Scheme Machine. Said that multiple times, and
He makes excellent freaking paint schemes.
yeah, I mean, if half the viewers out there, I think a lot of viewers are probably people that race in here, so they can see underneath the. I don't know what's it under. What portal was that? Paints, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go under the paints and everybody that's in the race league, you can see about everything he posts on there. They got a website, Orange Speed. He likes to post them all
Yeah,
on there.
A hell of a good night for Orange Speed.
Yep, Orange Speed had a
Hell of
great
good
night.
Start to the season for Orange Speed.
Yep. Well, if you got nothing
Cool,
else, man, I'm about to sign
No,
this sucker off.
Yeah, man. Well, we'll get going for it next week.
Absolutely. That was the race league admin of Garrett Helmlinger, who's put this thing together. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears getting this thing rolling. But that's going to do it tonight. From Sin City, Ryan Depew, your winner, with Matt Dyer finishing second, and Steve Berube finishing third. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. All 117 laps from Las Vegas. Till next week at Chicago.